Welcome back, guys. The boat is still out. We're still fishing out of it. And I figured right now I'm going to try to install the last piece that I really wanted to put on this boat to make it the ultimate little trolling boat rig. So you guys have probably seen the videos where I installed this Traxstech track system on here. The only problem that we sometimes have is when we have, two guys fishing in here and we have a couple rods up the side and we want to have some, either one down the middle or two down the middle. You guys might have seen in previous videos where I had this thing sitting here in this seat post holder that I kind of chopped up and modified, and I used to have a down east rod holder in there that I'd run my fly rod out the back. To be honest with you, those down east rod holders suck. I got rid of that, put this on here temporarily because I used to have these on the side. That really doesn't work all that great. It's pretty floppy and loose and spins around, so what we're gonna do is get rid of that thing, and then we're gonna build a trolling bar. Now Traxstech makes a trolling bar, and it's basically however much rise you want. So it's basically one of these risers here with a bar attached to it that goes to the other track. So very, very pricey. So I figured, the amount that I'm actually going to use the thing, I want to make it removable. I'm not going to spend the money to do that. So I bought all the stuff to basically make it myself. So I bought a couple of these universal mounting plates here, which slide right into our track system. And they come with a bunch of screws and stuff, but you can see all the pre-drilled holes there for all the different types of rod holder manufacturers out there. We're gonna have to make a sort of a template to fit one of those, but I basically got two of these, one for each side, and then I bought this. I got this online because apparently no one around here sells aluminum. It's a 7-foot piece of square 1x2 aluminum. So it's lightweight, it's not gonna rust. This will be it right here. So basically all we're gonna do is mount this each end to one of these. You'll have to have some type of riser pad there. So it should be a pretty simple installation, although you never know. So let's figure out where this is gonna sit, how this is gonna work, and then we'll try to mount it up. So that right there is about as far back as I can ever have this. Unless the motor's down, obviously. That's full tilt straight, so that's as far as I can really have that. Got it to work. It's hooked up with 2 bolts there. Now I'm going to build a little bit of a riser to go underneath here, so these these bolts sit flush with the top of that. And I might put like a lock nut or like some type of rubber washer on the top to keep those from backing out, and then we should be good to go. We'll just mount our rod holders and boom. So what I've done to make this fit a little bit better is I drilled these holes out to a 1/2-inch bit here. So I have some wiggle room when I go to put this on. I got a little bit of adjustment there. And I did that because I wanted to put some washers on the top anyways, so it just made sense to do that. The washers, I put 2, and with this spacer, it makes the very tip of the bolt just start to stick out, which is perfect because it goes into this rail here, just like the set pins on each side. So that's that should be perfect right there. Alright, so these are the rod holders that I'm going to be mounting on there. These are the Scotty Orca rod holders. They're like a quick release rod holder, and I got 2 of these mostly because with the fly rod and stuff, I need something to be able to lock it down when we're trolling straight off the back. Otherwise it's going to pull the rod right off the boat if you get a strike or get snagged on bottom, unless you lock it, which is kind of a pain. With these, you just set your rod down in there. when you lift up, it opens up, the rod comes right out. Super easy, similar to the Down East rod holders, but probably, I don't know, a million times better. So anyways, it's a standard Scotty mount on the bottom. We're gonna go ahead and mount those up, and I'll link these in the description below if you guys will find them. They're pretty sweet. Here are those new Scotty Rod Holders that I've been talking about. This is what they look like here. And you set your rod right in there, just like that, straight out the back. So these rod holders are basically going to be for, you know, we can use them for lead core, but a lot of times we're going to be using them with the fly rod and like a live bait rig, straight off the back, not too far back, probably run it in the prop wash or something. But when you do get a hit and you got to get the rod out of here, you know, this rod holder locks it from going backwards if something starts pulling, but it also keeps it in there nice, so when you are ready to fight the fish, you just grab the rod, pull straight up, and it comes out. You can fight the fish. Put it right back in, just like that. Super simple, easy. So there it is, guys. That's the trolling bar install. Pretty easy mod. You know, I know a lot of you guys probably don't have this type of track system, but if your boat does have a track system, it's pretty easy to do this. All you need to do is buy you know, that universal mount that fits into your track system, or, you know, make something that works in that track, and then you can just add this right on instead of buying a really expensive trolling bar. You can make one out of wood or metal like this. I'd recommend aluminum, and just look online to try to get the best price, because a lot of the local places I asked, it was outrageous to buy, you know, a 7-foot piece of aluminum. And I think this piece right here cost me, I want to say like $35 or $40 plus shipping, so it wasn't too bad. And I just bought some stainless steel hardware there to anchor it down with, so no corrosion or anything. So hope you guys like this video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and we will catch you guys later.
Dude, I got one. I'm not kidding. I got one.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god, dude, he just take a line.